like connect with that. It doesn't feel safe for me, so it's going to be able to very easily.
Good morning,
I'm here to teach you the difference
today, but fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway. I've been kind of like, if I'm gonna just like be honest, I've been kind of harassed by people on the phone for different like courses
right now
and shit.
a big focus
I'm
for
really
you is about being able to tell the difference between
is, like, I
something that may feel good in a moment but is connected with a sense of illusion, a sense of attachment versus what you can connect with
to me
and
necessarily
feel that sense of liberation and love that you are really looking for.
And then there's this one thing that's somewhat of a value, but it's like overpriced, and it's like
because you may have been going after things with the devil. You may have been going after things with like your physical human senses, looking for the light, but whenever the devil is involved, it means that like you're looking for the light, seeking it, but going about it in some distorted way. So you want a sense of balance. You're looking for equilibrium, but the way that you are going about doing it is one where you're not actually going to find that. Because it's just about attaching to things. So this is about really looking into that and being like, where am I doing that within my life?
I'm trying to center somewhere.
Where am I like using a crutch, or where am I?
Ooh, I have the browser playing too. Wait, I think I did have the browser playing too. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's play it one more time. I'm just gonna check it.
Seeking something because I feel attached to it, where I'm always going to be left empty.
You can hear what I'm listening to.
It kind of goes back to this. If you are having a like spiritual problem, we can say, that has to do with like your insides, looking for a worldly solution is not going to do it for you. And you may have been like seeking out worldly solutions for yourself, whether this be
work on something
like
continuously,
things, buying
rather than
things,
being stuck in my head.
superficiality,
and like right now, it's like I'm having to prepare to
materialism,
talk to this person on the phone.
drugs, substances,
and it's like fucking
it can be like
disturbing,
overeating,
and I don't even give a shit if they watch this, because like they need to know how disturbing they are to my mental
all of these things again that are attached, like
and I mean, they even have an HR person on their team,
can
so
do
they
it through
should know.
like love, codependency, obsession, anything that you get into some sort of
like I will talk to that motherfucker and say,
moderated,
stop fucking calling people randomly.
Anything that you are attaching to or that attaches to you and has you feeling like the only time I can feel good is when I have this thing. I'm hearing, and you're gonna lose every time.
I did right.
So I'm seeing you be in a space where you're looking into that, like, why do I keep jumping from one thing to another, and getting ahead of it so you don't continue to do that and continue having to go through the cycle again and again.
Gabrielle,
and again.
You know, sometimes I just
that thing
jump
outside
to
of
shit
yourself
because
that's gonna fix
the thing I'm working on is boring.
And understanding that you're never gonna find the thing until you look
I will
within,
like
because it's not outside of you.
Beat a bitch.
But if you keep telling yourself that, you're gonna have to redo this cycle over and over and over again.
Well, that's the world,
it's just gonna repeat
Gabriella. That's the world.
Completed.
Everybody has to do the same shit over and over before we die.
Yeah.
Gabriella.
I'm seeing that you're gonna be going through a major release.
I am releasing. This is cathartic in itself. Just like fucking letting it go, because like I don't know if I can hold back. Like I fucking started talking Spanish to the motherfucker on the phone. I was like, you know, I'm
hearing
fucking
after
call
much
you out on your
consideration.
bullshit. I'm fucking Latin too. You don't have to like. Oh, it pissed me off when he's like.
It's not going to feel easy to look
like,
within.
I don't need any help with my fucking soft skills. I need you to like fucking get out of my way.
This is the way for you to ultimately find what it is that you're looking for. And by you telling yourself that you can do this, it is going to be a very, very big, important piece of how this works for you.
Anyway, I gotta call, or I'm gonna message Haley. I told her no. Like, I've been doing this a lot, is like telling people no and then yes and then no and then yes and then no and then yes. So I'm just gonna ask her, like, but I mean, like, I'm not expecting people to say,
yeah, this is how you find
okay to the second. Like, if I said no the first time, I'm not expecting them to say yes. Like, but
safety,
I need to,
stability, this solid footing that you've been looking for, something that won't be taken away from you. It feels like the difference between like slapping something together, that one wants something to last, and so like it can be slapped together and then you can build a very like faulty foundation and have a building that's going to crumble, or you can go about doing this the right way. And that's how you really build towards this stability that you're looking for. Having something that you can lean on, something that you can depend on. That's not going to break. Meaning the wind can blow as hard as it will. This is something that is impermeable, that you can build. And I think you're getting to the point of recognizing that, of realizing that. And also of realizing this is what my intuition has been telling me all along. That's what that guidance has been. This is the thing too, when you feel a sense of like depression, or things feel very blah, or you feel sad and you feel angry, it's not just about like you having that emotional experience. It's about like getting behind it and allowing it to be useful and asking yourself, what's the message here? What am I meant to know about this? Because every emotion that you experience carries a message with it, and it's there to inform you.
I message her. She might get it, she might not. Okay, so my assistant,
so I'm seeing you get to a place where you're like, oh, of course that makes sense. Like, this has been trying to guide me this entire time. And now I'm seeing that. Now I'm understanding that. Like, it hasn't just been some useful thing.
Like, I don't like seeing
me
people
being
like
sensitive.
Like, even though I have
emotions,
people who work
it doesn't feel
me,
so much like
I like to acknowledge their individual goals.
A downfall anymore.
Like, that's how I humanize them, at
but
least.
More so something that is meant to help me.
Like, this is a very cerebral sort of way of empathy. I think we call it cognitive empathy. So, but like I try to keep that in mind because I feel like,
and if I follow through,
like that's okay. We're talking about grounding things. I feel like that's the sense of my morality. Is at least
is that notion of feeling like you
coming
have
out to be like a little bit more on the logical end.
Realizing
like
that
if it makes some sort of sense,
you
then
have the
I'm
map
okay with
to
it.
take you exactly where you were trying to go.
Oh, that makes it sound like very open-ended. I don't mean it in that way.
That moment for you, recognizing that you do have the map.
It's hard to like. Morals is a hard thing to like discuss or talk about. But everybody has them. Everybody has like a point where they're like, no, this is wrong,
things outside of
or
yourself.
this is
like,
the right thing to do.
Like,
Everybody
this thing
has
is going to
that
be
in
it
them.
for me, or like I'm going to
I'm
find
trying
that
to describe what
here.
mine is. But it's very hard. But like, okay, so it's in
everywhere
cognitive
looked,
empathy.
you've never found
So
this
like more of
thing that
applied
you've been
empathy
looking
than
for.
like.
And as soon as you turn
what should
your
I say?
gaze
The
inward,
emotional
you
empathy is more of
realize it's
like
been
I would
there
say
all
an
along.
endurance
It's just a matter
of
looking in the right place
because it's emotional empathy. I would say is like taking the emotional energy
even a tidal
and
wave
channeling it through the body. Like channeling it through the. Oh, that's probably why my mom had like cysts and
the
shit.
way that you are now connected.
Okay, so
with
I
your
feel
intuition,
like actual empathy or emotional empathy.
Change for you
I think it leads to more diseases.
And there's
to be honest, like when you have no filter and you just absorb everything. Whereas I think with cognitive empathy. When you get overloaded, you have mental diseases. So like you have more cognitive issues, like when you're overloaded in that way.
Looking at
so emotional empathy is more visceral in some sort of sense. I mean, I know there like this is like a spectrum. You know, it's not a clear polarity to feeling. You know, because there's visceral reactions.
You may have spent a lot of time worrying about this and a lot of time trying to
perceptions, mental perceptions,
and like not wanting to know where things would lead you. And
I don't know how to say like mental distress, like other than just saying mental distress, but like I'm trying to find the cognitive empathy's version of what those cysts and all that kind of stuff,
like really change the quality of life
suffering physically
and my feelings surrounding it.
I mean, like, at the end of the day, we have a body, so
apprehensive or scared or intimidated and still go through with something because you know it's for the betterment of you.
That's probably, like, the most of it. Anyway. Oh, wow, the background is way too loud. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. But yeah. I don't know why, but talking about cognitive empathy and emotional empathy is like calming me down. I think it's because it's a neutral topic.
This is also giving you the opportunity to learn how to.
It has nothing to do with what I'm doing. It has nothing to do with anyone else. It's just an evaluation of things, which is calming. Also, it could be like the little tincture I drank. That could also be the. It's probably calming me down. Oh god, am I gonna turn into Barry?
Yeah, I'm seeing this be related to things that emotionally.
That was my mom's boyfriend. He could, like, he was so high strung, he could not calm down without weed. Like, he was very dependent on it. Like, without it, he was like ballistic. Or like too hyper. Like, he had a lot of energy. He needed it to, like, be normal, you know? I think, you know what? He probably, like, I noticed that my mom is kind of attracted to dudes that have, like, ADHD. Like they're very physical. In the Carl Jungian sort of, interpretation of the animus, that's, like, the first level. So my mom's animus is very on the physical. Or it's on the later stages. I don't know, like, you know, like, I'm not like, I don't know every dream that she dreams of, and I don't know, like, you know, the inner workings of, like, there's probably plenty that she doesn't tell me, so I don't know. But from what she tells me, the things that she reveals is that her animus is at a lower stage of development, which is kind of fascinating in a sense, because my animus was, like, completely developed at level 4 when I was 16 or 15, like, around that age. Like, I had the, like, okay, if we go to the Wikipedia, let's go to the Wikipedia.
Unity, togetherness, camaraderie, support.
Wikipedia.
Or something different than that.
Wikipedia. Oh, let's go there.
The way that you're treating yourself also.
And we're just gonna type in animus. Wait, is it? Oh, it's not even showing. I'm sorry. Well, actually, good that it didn't show, because it was just kind of dumb stuff for a second.
That's gonna create
okay.
A butterfly effect.
Okay, so animus. So, like, let's just look at the animus, or anima and animus Jungian concepts. Well, like, we have to, like, interpret it as something that is kind of close to, like, because Carl Jung focused mostly on anima, because that's what he possessed. Like, I mean, it's very hard to, like, to
I'm seeing a lot here about
like, observe something that is not within yourself. Like, you only can have a surface level understanding of it, you know? It's just, there's no way. So, yeah. This is my mom's anime. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's focused more on the man's anima and wrote less about the woman's animus. Yeah, see. Animus or psyche, subconscious. If you then this is more requested. I'll explain that women have a host event that it fluctuates. Yeah. Yeah, he's saying that like, for men it goes directly into these 4 stages, but what he says for women, which I don't know if it's true, but, like, kind of fluctuates between them. Fire and a man of action. Okay, Lloyd George.
And I am saying you be in a space where you're like,
okay, so I have functioned in these 3, and, like, the Tarzan trope or something like that, like man of physical power has not manifested very much in my psyche. Like, I've not dreamt of like muscular men who like are just like action based and like, and it doesn't also like because they say like we are secretly attracted to the qualities of our animus in other people, and that kind of causes like infatuations and stuff like that. Like, it's all those kind of initial, like, it's the projection. These are the projections we have on people before we see them as people. I've never had this with or it never developed in my subconscious, let's just say. Probably develops, like, that's the thing, is it's probably like in that fact it's probably more active, or I'm more sensitive to it in my physical life, which does make sense because I'm not overtly like, I don't gravitate towards this sort of person. I mean, I like them, but like I don't gravitate towards it. Like, it's not, there's no pool there, and that makes sense because it's like I don't it's not represented in my subconscious either, so I totally skipped the first step. Oh, well, you know what? There was a dream I had about a guy turning into a hawk. Maybe that was like, okay, that might have been an interpretation of that Tarzan thing for me, for in my psyche. It might have been in there. Like that, like I think it was a very like metaphysical sort of like abstract version of, it wasn't a literal. Or it could have been the Hermes, because Hermes has like winged feet. See, like, I don't know, it's kind of blurry to me, like I'm not sure. Like, but like if we're just taking Tarzan as is, like a direct translation of that, never developed.
And once you get to a space where you believe that you are strong enough to, for some of you, get help, for some of you to help yourself, maybe a mix of these things, to be working with the universe.
Let's see, girl.
What's happening, and get ready to play the game of life.
Okay.
You're in a space where you're setting yourself up.
I'm gonna go away from you for a second, girl. I listen to you all the damn time. I'm gonna... Oh shit. Oh shit, she coming up with the Taurus. Okay, fuck that. I'm gonna pass on that. I'm gonna go back to you. Let's fuck that. This is my game. I'm
Hi friends.
I am following the path of least resistance right now. I don't even care if this is like algorithm shit that's just like, it's algorithm shit that's just keeping me in loop. I sometimes get frustrated with her, like not like in a human way, not like, oh, you've deceived me, or oh, you're a bad person, like, or it's more like she's very cautious. Like, if anything, like I would say she's like more risk pro, like she is like, but I relate to that. See, that's the thing, is like, you know, gooses of a feather flock together or some shit. Like, I don't know, like, but like sometimes you need a hype man or somebody who's like, yeah, just go do the thing. And that's when I get frustrated with her, because it's like, she's like, well, you should take precaution in this, and I'm like, you know, I'm just like, fuck it. Like, at a certain point, I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. YOLO. Anyway, she is in my tarot, or, well, I haven't sent her, like, I can't say for a fact that she's like part of the tarot card deck that I'm trying to create. I haven't sent, like, I don't want to send any of the tarot card readers that I listen to, I don't want to send them any invites yet until I get a good like the packaging, like basically the presentation isn't on the Milano, isn't where I want it yet. Once it's there, then I'll send the invites to people, because then, you know, I'll feel like I need to get to a point where I feel good about where it is, you know? Like once it's at like not perfection, but just like where things aren't left to the imagination and people mostly can just figure out what I'm trying to do.
For anybody new tuning in, my name is Gabriella.
Let's just listen to her. I'm gonna have a mental breakdown at some point. I feel like probably in March I'm gonna have like a fucking manic episode or something. If this all continues, I just feel it.
On the lookout for, you may be being encouraged to loosen your grip a bit on this.
Oh my god.
Only if it's something that you've been becoming, maybe even so distracted.
I feel called out.
Meaning you may know that there's a new chapter and you may know that something is happening, and sometimes
girl, I do not want to go back to the funny farm. I don't want to go back to a mental institution. We're not going to go down that path, girl.
To receive, and if there's any information you don't have, it's because it's not time yet.
Okay.
You're starting off with
I trust you.
It looks like you are getting extra help right now from your guides.
Well, thank God.
It looks like there's divine timing at play here as well.
I feel that.
The more you connect with spirit, the more you connect with your guides, the more helpful this is going to be to you. It looks like something that you're trying to figure out.
Yeah, but I got rid of my tarot cards. I did get rid of them, but like I was just like getting too obsessive and it was like a distraction. Like I'm sure you do the same thing.
Figure out where you're going to feel most connected. It looks like you're looking for a deeper sense of fulfillment as well. Like this goes beyond just things being physical for you. This is
for sure
something spiritually that you're looking for, spiritually, energetically. So even if like part of this is something physical, say you're looking for a new job, and wherever you are now you feel like it's time to move, you feel like you've kind of graduated from whatever it is that you've been doing, you want to find a new job that, like, although again it's something physical for you, you also want to feel a sense of like energetic, emotional, spiritual fulfillment with what it is that you're doing. That's just an example. So yeah,
I guess I should work on the order that came in.
An important component now to it that you want to have integrated into what this is that you're doing, whether it be like a relationship or something.
Let's see. Well, if he didn't put the... I actually don't know if he put in the order. Or the details. Let's see. Waiting for requirements.
Now those things are becoming priorities, so it seems like there's also like
he didn't fill in
because of that and what matters to you.
Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it until he actually does.
Like with this new,
fuck that.
Like, values that you have, things that are important to you, you're trying to maneuver. Like, now that this is important, how do I make that decision over here? And how is that integrated with this other thing that I'm doing? And how do I bring these things all together now? Because this feels important to me. I'm seeing the color red. It also looks a little bit fuchsia, even is the word that I'm getting. Fuchsia. I guess that can be a name too. I'm seeing keys. I'm seeing a book. I'm seeing a graduation cap here. You're figuring out long-term moves that you're making. For some of you, this can be related to a business that you're building. It can be connecting with your legacy in general.
I think recently she gave herself bangs, or not bangs, but like side. But yeah, bangs, but like side bangs. I think they look cute. I mean, I like her hair like this too, but I saw another video where she had like little bangs or something, and I was like, oh, she got her hair. Girl, I've been talking to everybody today, like for the past... I don't even know who you're talking about.
Perceive themselves in the place of an emperor, sending a message to another person.
I have a few ideas.
The business things, it can also just be like a masculine figure within your life, sending a message to someone. However, I'm seeing somebody else. I see this.
I'm having feelings of who this is gonna be, but I don't know for a fact.
Not interested.
Oh shit, they're not interested.
This person is reaching out.
Okay, so I.
Person over here, but this person is kind of replying. You may have been, I guess, depending on which angle, which narrative. Side that you're on here. Like, one person is reaching out to another person and trying to get them in on whatever it is that they're doing. This can even be something emotional. It can be something interpersonal too. And I'm seeing another person reply saying that they are not into whatever this is. Meaning, let's use an example. Say you're starting a business and you wanted to reach out to somebody and see if they had like information for you, or they could help, or they wanted to collaborate with you or something, and this person is like, sorry, like it's not something that's resonating with me, like I don't want to be part of this, whatever this is. We're gonna get
Oh, so I'm going to be denied something. I don't know, like, well, I mean, basically, okay, so there's a few people who could be doing that. Personal? Okay. Like, I really don't give any shits. Like, I don't care who the fuck rejects me right now, because I'm like, somebody reject me, please. Too many people are calling me and asking me to do shit.
Kind of like spilling their heart a bit, and the other person, I'm seeing them be more in an air space, like less on less on an emotional front, like when communicating with this.
Get the fuck up, Pokemon. Okay. Regina Carter.
Okay, I will say this too. If you were trying to figure out like whether or not to it's not even whether or not to reach out to somebody. I will say this too. Remember, energies can be reversed. You may have been trying to figure out and listen to your guidance. Like, is it right or not for me to reach out to this person? But beyond that, because it seems like you may have even made up your mind to be doing this and reaching out to this person. You may have been trying to figure out, like, what do I say to this person? Where would be in alignment with my guidance to be communicating what I'm communicating with this person? Where they are not going to be disinterested, meaning you would want this person to be interested, and you may be trying to use your guidance to figure out how to formulate communication with this person moving forward enough to get them to want to engage with you, is what I'm seeing here. Because it seems like this is where, like, your guides or even spirit are coming into this, and you may be, figuring out how it is to communicate with this person or reach out to this person. For some of you, though, it's not going to matter what you say. This person is not interested. Definitely can depend on this situation, but for some of you, this person is not interested at all. It's not going to resonate with them. So it doesn't really matter what is being said. I'm seeing there be a focus on what you're trying to build for yourself.
Don't need Lowe's, don't need Old Navy. Lamer? Oh, wow. Wait, a complimentary gift? Let's check it. I want to see if it requires a purchase or I could just redeem it. A birthday gift!
It may have become clear to you that something wasn't going to work out.
Eyeball.
The direction that you were moving in. Or something that you were trying to make happen. Again, it
I get both of them?
Even though I'm not getting much on the other person's energy, but like the person that is like making the offer or sending the message or whatever, it seems like you've heard information or you've received clarity or information that tells you that like whatever this
oh my gosh, look at this.
Trying to reach out does not resonate with this person.
Well, I don't want to buy things just willy-nilly.
Having a relationship with, because I'm seeing the Ten of Pentacles here, and I'm
seeing
the
I don't need that.
Here, and it seems kind of like,
yeah, I need this. I'm out of this.
Your future, and you may have been thinking that like somebody would be interested in this. It's this particular person. That doesn't mean another person isn't going to be interested, but for this particular person that's in the Four of Cups energy, this person is like not looking for. Ten of Pentacles is kind of like what would be ideal for you within a relationship, and then, well, to also have the Four of Wands here too. What would be ideal for you within a relationship, family structure, or lack thereof, like the house that you would live in, or the place, location that you would occupy, the foundation of the relationship, what that looks like to you, all of these things that would be ideal to you. It's like this person is not interested in that, meaning like not with where you're coming from, meaning it's not compatible.
Okay, well, I wanted just to pick the well, no, my birthday. Choose your birthday gift.
But I am seeing Neptune here, so there definitely could have been something going on with that.
I could just get bonus points, or I can get like a.
Which it seems very much like something's going on with Neptune. When you have a Neptune,
I don't know. I've never used any of this stuff.
Synastry, Neptune contact.
This is okay, but it's not my end. Honestly, I think
that, like when you come into contact with this person, when you meet them, or like when you make eye contact with them for the first time.
Watermelon glow. I don't want to smell like watermelon. I'm kind of looking at this pharmacy, but I think pharmacy didn't go well. Well, I think they have hair products, and I don't think the hair products went well with me. Moonbee, hi. My birthday was January 30th.
To them. The thing though with Neptune is that like not all is as it seems, and so Neptune can be tricky in that way, because what happens is that when we have a Neptune contact with somebody, it means that like you look at this person and you see them as being so ideal in so many
and thank you, Mewberry Star. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that.
You don't know what's behind there. You don't know what's going on, and so you could think like you guys have the same dreams and the same this and the same that. And what happens is that let's see who's bothering me over here.
Monk Chad. Okay, hi Monk Chad.
For the most part, depending on the contact, but this is like normally how it goes. You realize that how you initially perceive this person, or even the assumptions that you made initially, or like what your feelings were telling you, end up being very, very different than how the person is. Meaning you may see somebody and be like, yeah, that person definitely loves puppies and ice cream, and so do I, and so we're gonna get married and it's gonna be great. And then it's like you get further down the line and get to know this person, they actually hate puppies and ice cream. Like they are not a puppies and ice cream person. And then you're in a spot where you're like, well, I fell in love with like this image that I had.
Okay, yeah, let's see.
This and I thought that. So the thing with Neptune to be cautious
Minnesota
and to be aware of as well when you have a Neptune contact with somebody is
what choices do you have? You choose your employment goals or needs. The choices are yours, making them important.
Because again, Neptune can be.
You really believe your plan will lead to a job, servicing your plan on you to reach your goals. The plan is complete.
It's the higher octane of Venus, so it's kind of like Venus in overdrive. And so it can kind of like override logic in a lot of ways, but a lot of the
how does Venus decide if my player or I have to pay the cost?
Really know the
if Venus is the family, I go to do your part of the
person. So yeah, you want to.
Okay, so I have to ask him.
Contact with someone. The greatest way.
School fees, books, supplies, tools, and other equipment. Maybe I need to write down how much I spend on Photoshop and stuff. There does not usually pay for room and board. That's fine. I'm home. Although in subsecretary pays this way can be approved. Example, payment for tuition and fees at the privilege are limited to those charged by a minimum.
So you can find out if that compatibility is really.
Oh, you'd have to downgrade it, but it's not accredited, so I don't know what their viewpoint of that will be. These under the law apply to students attending some sort of Technical Institute for the Deaf because of uniquely. Oh, so if I have a severe handicap, then I will be exempt, but I do not possess such a thing.
Later on you're at home being like, I'm gonna marry this person and this is gonna happen and that's gonna happen, and like
thank you,
rarely does that actually work out. Sometimes
you have a good one,
but for the most part, like, this person is never gonna think about you ever again.
Oh, hello, Mew. Like, Newberry. Oh, new birthday star. Happy Valentine's Day, yeah.
Meanwhile, you like never bump into them again. It never happens again. It was just like a fantasy, an illusion.
It did uptake
so it's
just for a note taker. I don't need that.
And it's okay, so
let's cross that out. I don't need that.
Like, even when we know what a Neptune contact.
Wait, can I write like little notes on it? What's this? Rotate.
So yeah,
fit to page. No, there's limited. Okay, so I am a default on student but not pay for college or vacation until you make a reasonable repayment effort.
Your guide's saying, let's reframe this. We need to kind of
after settling a repair. Oh, so they reimbursed you.
That's there. I am also seeing a tower, so maybe this is a bit of a shock or a bit of a surprise. The thing with a tower as well is that like something has been being built upon a foundation that is not necessarily like stable.
Oh, okay. So they will pay after you pay, like, so they'll pay you back for paying it out of pocket. I don't have, that's the thing, is I don't have the funds to even pay for the first course, so.
Towers are kind of like the rebalancing of nature. So
they gotta figure that out.
Going in a direction you're not meant to be going in.
My birthday, I think, is in 57 days. Okay. Nice.
The Nine of Swords.
I don't know what else
is.
Like 57. That's okay. 57 days from now. Let's type it. 57 days from now is what?
I will say this too.
Saturday, April 1st. Oh, you lie. You lie. You're born on April 1st.
Like intuitively and in the bottom
this is all a lie.
Of your heart and like within your.
That was an elaborate one too.
Know the truth, and so.
Okay.
It may have been something that you.
That was like the little circle that people make people look at in order to hit them or something.
The thing too is that like after
let's take that.
I'm seeing Neptune be a big player here. After having some sort of experience
with this little mirror.
Like, the rug gets pulled out from under
my bomb intense and
very hard to adjust to it. Like, no, that's not what I wanted to see. Like, can we keep the movie going? I don't want it to end here, and here it is, and things are.
Oh,
so,
it's not for my birthday. That's just a special going on. It's not a special. It's just a special.
The thing with Neptune is that
I did not have cake. I had Chinese food.
Reality, it represents escapism and avoiding situations and all of that. And
lots of Chinese food.
Like something can't be avoided any longer, and so here it is.
That is a pretty shade, but I don't think it would suit me actually. It might be too dull on my skin.
Having that clarity that you were seeking to make sense of this.
I wonder how long I have to redeem the birthday stuff.
If somebody didn't set boundaries, they may have kind of to have the Queen of
Swords. I want to get this pharmacy one, but like like something in my mind saying no, pharmacy didn't work well with you, so I do kind of want to do this watermelon glow, but if it smells like watermelon, I don't know if I want it.
This person actually may
I'm
have
between these
abilities. I'm hearing clairvoyant with the Queen of Swords.
Oh wait, I think it's for hair.
Something special about this person's throat chakra, even. Yeah, you may see.
Well, maybe I do want to smell like a watermelon. I don't know. Let's put it in there.
This person would also.
Oh, I have only had 10 days to redeem. Ooh, it's a value of $23. And I get it for free?
Like, you would perceive this person as being like mentally and emotionally balanced.
Oh.
But yeah, that may have been hard too because like the Queen of Swords
That's
is
not
not
my
necessarily
password.
going to be like super comforting. Oh no, I'm seeing a meme here. It's like, you know, when somebody's getting sick after they drank too much and they're like around the toilet and there's that friend, usually an air sign, that has like a broom and is like patting their friend on the shoulder with it. It's kind of like that sort of vibe here. So yeah, something may have happened and somebody wasn't like super comforting, but it just seems that this person wouldn't have thought that would be appropriate within this situation with the Queen of Swords. Like maybe you don't have that close of a relationship with this person. Can be. Sometimes the Queen of Swords can be seen as being a bit cold, however,
you're not like
it would have been appropriate. Like the Queen of Swords is not going to sugarcoat it, and so like they will tell you the truth. You know, they're not gonna lie to you just to make you happy. This is somebody that's very, very honest and very, very deliberate with what they say as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys. This is the thing. These people keep on calling me. They want me to do this whole entire. Okay, so Dragon Age. I do like Dragon Age, but that's like not what my game is gonna like. Those are nice games. Like, I'm not saying that these aren't nice games, but like if it's to help with my individual game, this doesn't make any sense. First of all, I just found out that that Figma can get very clunky if it's overburdened with sprite sheets and stuff like that. So it's not practical for making any sort of dynamic game. Like, you can make simple games out of it, like something that's not as difficult. And I get why they would make that for like a beginner UI, whatever. Like, you know, just like, hey, you just need like some sort of engine. This is like a half-assed engine that might facilitate some of your files, and you can kind of learn how things work.
Rather than continuing to go along
usability test, like basically this is probably something that's more substantial. Usability test, users participate on scripts, asking the right questions. That might be useful a little bit, asking the right questions, but doesn't it depend on what your goal is? I feel like everything should be a conversation rather than an interview anyway. Usability and desirability. Well, see, RPGs are kind of story-based. So, and like, my game has RPG elements to it. So it's like that kind of, basically it's kind of going to be like, this is fireside chat with the founder of Digital Precept LLC. Let's click on you, motherfucker.
It seems very much like there's a lot of
okay. Let me see you.
Of, like, truth and understanding that you're receiving, because I'm seeing you.
Like I'm entertaining ideas. It's not even like solid. Oh, he looks fun.
Kind of like being in
okay, what does he do? Glimpse screw? Nasdaq? Okay, so he's in some sort of talks.
And I'm seeing you kind of like work with that to work things out and to understand things.
Glimpse group. Okay, so very INTP level skills. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna connect to you. That's sad, since we don't know if we're gonna even talk. But I don't know if I have time to wait for fireside chat in March. You mean XR trends? XR, I think, is mostly doing VHR or VR. Why did I say VHR? VR games. So I don't. Yeah, working with the 360 canvas, gameplay player journey. I'm not into. Okay, so fuck that. I'm not into. Okay, let's write down all the ones that I don't give a shit about, and only keep the ones that I do. So let's see. Let's go over it. So it's always good to do the intro. So let's write down intro. So we do intro, just to get a vibe.
I will say this too again.
Cognitive science. This is kind of foo-foo.
Like not feeling like they're in a great place
This is kind of foo-foo. This would be kind of boring, to be honest, because it's all theoretical. Again, very INTP sort of level of interest. Paper prototyping, more for my extrovert thinking. Yeah, this is more. Okay, so paper prototyping. Though I think I've already done something similar to this. The only thing that I would need to do, if anything, would be to convert it to Figma, which I fucking hate Figma, but let's pretend I like Figma, so just converting that shit and following basically converting it to prototype.
And so I'm seeing that happen.
Pipeline programming pipeline and gaming. Okay, so UI is purely design based. Behavior driven flow charts. I'd have to have a what
like if you're sending a message to someone
is
and it, like you want
to behavior
make sure that it's appropriate for like the relationship and also the situation.
Driven.
Because it even seems
flow charts.
I don't know. Say you're like not that.
Are these triggers?
Right, and you're like calling your boss up at work, like just all over the place, and it seems very unprofessional.
Or commands.
Your boss is going to give you a professional response, you know, and may find it be very inappropriate for the environment.
Okay, flow charts in Figma. Okay, more uselessness. I don't know. Okay, demo. Okay, yeah. Complete the paper. Yeah. Okay, so it'd just be a continuation of that. So you get like a week to work on it, and then I guess review it over here. The flow charts and things. I guess like if you do one, you'd have to do the other. So cool. Charts in Figma. Okay. Okay. Building wireframe. Usability test. Game usability desirability. Okay, so my question is, can big handle complex or dynamic sprite actions? If not, can you export to programs and the other two other programs? If so, which are most compatible? They're probably gonna say Unity. They're probably gonna say fucking Unity, and I'm not using Unity, so this is like I'm already like I already got it. They're gonna say Unity, and I'm gonna be like, well, I don't use Unity. Can I export this thing to Unity? And it's like, well, yeah, but there's gonna be glitches anyway. You'd have to restart from scratch. Whatever, you know. So, should I work on the assets then? Like, just work, like, okay, UI design, part 1, part 2. Okay. English, acceptable and approachable gaming experiences. Discover what makes gaming approachable and why it's important to create gaming that are fun for everyone. Accessibility, having empathy for players. Implementing accessibility guidelines. What the fuck? Okay, so basically creating tutorials for games so idiots can play. Okay, good. I don't need this one. This one's like useless. So 10's useless. UI design might be useful, but like that's kind of a subjective thing because art is subjective. So, different designs, pros and cons. Yeah, it's all like mincing words and stuff like that. You just have to do it. Use Adobe for alternate, okay, UI mockups for each of your different wireframes with the help of a colorblind simulator. Why would you have to do colorblind mockup? With the help of a colorblind simulator, evaluate the accuracy of your audio mockup. Well, you know, like, I feel like instead of doing that beforehand, you should just, like, you know, if the programmer themselves have issues with their cones in their eyes, then that's just something that should be, like, brought up rather than assumed. In my opinion, like, I don't want to assume that somebody can't see color. Though I know, like, men do have, like, fewer cones, like, in general, not all the population. But, like, there is men who, like, on average, men are usually the ones who are not able to perceive as many variations of color. Like, and that's not even to the point of being declared colorblind. That's just, like, what should we say, like, a fuzziness of the detection. So, but, like, if they're full on colorblind, I feel like that's their job to let people know. It's not my job to call them out. I mean, like, I've done that before. Like, I've done that with dyslexic people. And I mean, I've gotten mixed reviews on that. Like, I've gotten people who appreciate it because I usually follow it up with the whole entire thing of, like, well, did you know that you're not necessarily dyslexic in every language? You can technically learn, like, Chinese or like, basically any ideographic language probably is not processed in your brain the same way, so you could bypass the whole entire being dyslexic thing. Usually. Not if you, like, have severe, like, everything is a gradient, everything is, like, you know, everything has a different degree of, so in more pervasive dyslexia, it could probably override into those processes, but generally speaking, they don't. Because we process those languages in a different way than we do phonetic. So, that's that. Okay, so 10, fuck that. Okay, let's count how many ones that I am saying no to. Okay. Okay, so that one. Actually, that's kind of sad that I'm actually liking more of them than I thought I would. Like, 7, fuck 7. Fuck 10 too. So far 3 out of 10. User onboarding. Starting game. Players you can do playing or drop a how to create engaging onboard experience for all types of players. And user experience. Walk through what's the difference between 11 and what was it, 7? They're no different. Start to get any copies of stuff. Yeah, I know. User onboarding, storytelling, so okay. Case study. Okay, I don't really care about this one because it's like you just do what you want. If it doesn't work out, then like, okay, you have, like, first and foremost, you have to like what you're doing. You have to like how it looks, how it comes off, how it appears. If you don't like what you're doing or you don't like how it's coming off, then other people aren't. I mean, like, generally speaking. And if they don't, then fuck them. You know, like, I don't give a shit. Yeah, game fireside chat. Oh yeah, that one. I'm trying to bypass that one, so let's cross it off. Kickstart your career. Let's see what this. General game free process. Dominant and planning your own career growth as you're in game development. Your career, general review process, the importance of resume and portfolios. Okay, so fuck that, because I like create a winning portfolio. Well, that, okay, so I'm kind of half and half about number 13. Like, part of me thinks it would be a good thing. Part of me thinks it's going to be recycled garbage. So, like, the thing that's making it half and half for me is that, like, how much are they going to push for this versus just tell you shit? Because it's like, I would probably need more of a push than just like a casual tap on the shoulder, you know? If it's just a casual tap on the shoulder, then I feel like this is useless. You're not going to help me because I might as well just work on myself. So that's my 2 cents on that. It's like, if there's a heavy hand in this course, then sure, I will do it. If there's like a low Dino plays. Oh no. Oh, did you change your name? You changed your name, huh? You've become official. Oh, don't worry. I will restart it. I will. I'm okay. Hold on a second. I'll add more time to the timer. Hold on a second. Let's add more time to the timer. And maybe get another tarot card reader because I'm just kind of reading shit right now. Oh, that ball made that orange coon helmet. Okay. Let's see. I got you, bud. I'm gonna like, I don't know if they save the channel points that are used already or if it will like restart them. That I don't know, but either way, I will add back the hoop ball. Extend. I think it will save it. Okay. Should be fine now. The water bottle, huh? Well, like, I mean, just to put it in, like, directly, even if you redeemed it now, let's say you put the points in, there's only one of... Well, thank you for putting in the... I don't think it's quite ready yet, is it? Can't see. I don't think it's ready yet, right? Well, like, I'm just saying, like, it's probably better if it's not because there's nobody else, so we'd have to wait for another stream anyway. I mean, if we redeemed it, I would wait for that stream of where we had, like, you know, at least 3 people, you know, to make it a actual game, you know. It's like just one person by themselves, it's like you automatically win and it's not really a game. And if like you play against me, then what does like wait, basically if I win we just restart everything again? Like it'd just be an endless game. No, that's cheating. That's cheating. Can't cheat. So I'm doing a lot of review.
Is on click of spacebar, I want the bird is moving down. complicated structure here. It's actually not complicated, but you got to have an interactive component which has so many variants here. So what I'm doing here is
okay, so this is a sprite sheet.
Bird movement first. So for the bird movement, I'm using this kind of interactive component here, which is nothing but a frame, and inside the frame you just have this bird image. So with every variant here, the bird is moving down. So like kind of 10 pixels, I just moved it down. You can actually keep it more closer, but that will give a more smoother animation. But the file is gonna get heavy and the prototype might be a bit glitchy. So make sure you don't use too many variants. And coming to prototype here, so what I've done is on click of spacebar, I want the bird to go up. So let's take this case here.
I don't know if that's just like an arbitrary caution, like a kind of, I don't know if it's like a little, like, okay, so because when I was reviewing this earlier, I was like, it was just confirming my ideas around Figma, which is Figma is a piece of shit. But I don't know if maybe he's, I wouldn't say being facetious, but like, maybe it's like a very arbitrary caution that he's saying, where you can, like, I mean, if this is all vector, right? And how weighed down can the prototype be from extra sprites? Because, like, okay, let's say you have a game that's heavy on the sprites. So what, it's just gonna lag? Like, it's just gonna be super laggy because of the encumbersome? Like, it just kind of proves the point that, like, Figma is shit. Which is my initial thought, is that Figma is shit. And it's, like, it's not good for making games. It's actually not a good thing for making games. It's like making, like, it's a cheat. It's a cheat to make something. But, like, you can't make more intricate things. You can't do, like, more complex actions with it. From what I've seen, and my experience is quite small with it, but like I have messed with it and I have like seen what people have made with it, and there is a limit as to what you can do. I only perceive limits. I like in utilization and free flowing of workflow, it's fine. Like, I mean, as a tool in itself, it's a pretty good tool, but like the ends are not, like, the end result is kind of plastic. It's very malleable and very bendy, and it's not a hard structure. It's not it's not a robust game that can endure a lot of complex thought, or like, yeah, basically you're just making a really plain game, like a very like brain numbing game that just like numbs your brain. You're not really thinking. If you're trying to make like more of like a puzzle or something that requires more thought, this is not going to be the like, let's just say it's a game engine. It's not the fucking game engine for you. Or it's not even the place to make the startings of that kind of complex game, because you're just going to find that limit. You're going to find that barrier and then realize, oh shit, I've wasted my time on a program that only can take me so far. And, you know, it was like the training wheels of a bike, but now it's like you thought it was the training wheels of a bike, but now you realize it was just like a tricycle. It wasn't even training wheels, it was a tricycle. So now you actually have to learn how to balance properly on a bike. So like basically, okay, yeah, that's it. You thought it was training wheels on a normal bike, but found out it's actually a 3-wheeler that has you sitting on the floor. And that's how you gain your balance from your butt. Whereas like you should have gained balance from like your legs and arms and stuff like that. So it's not utilizing some of the muscles that are needed in order to advance necessarily. That's my opinion. That's my opinion, and that's my findings thus far. It can change, but I believe that would be in future updates. I don't think that's what they have available now. Cause like I looked at their community pages, I looked at all the all their like what like portal website, like no, I don't know the correct word, but like server. Yeah, I guess it's their server. Nothing was significantly complex in terms of game design. nothing. Like, there was no advanced, like, structures. There was no dynamic movements and intricacies in order to create the game. And if it gets weighted from just a few fucking... Okay, well, alright. Maybe this is speaking from a place of... I don't think it's a place of privilege because my computer is not that great. But perhaps... Like, and I'd be honest. Basically, I'd say, like, okay, so maybe this guy is being shy about the fact that he has a crap computer and it's not able to take Figma, and he has to use Figma because that's the lightest program that he can use on his computer because it's a piece of shit. That might be, okay, so if under those circumstances, okay, fine, use Figma. You're gonna have to get a different computer eventually in order to create anything more significant. Like, it's just down to hardware after a while, you know? So, you know, okay. So Figma is like baby toys. Figma is baby toy. And like in Tricycle baby toy. Other game engines, like, okay, I would say, alright, Unity is probably the actual bicycle. We could say VR and like 3D models and all. Like, Unity can support those things, but like, let's just say, I don't even know what programs they use in order, like what engines are available. I have no fucking clue. But let's just say there's a special engine for like VR games. There's a special one. There's a special one that utilizes all the assets correctly and it's not as cumbersome. There's like these file types that are just like fucking compressed to the umpth degree, and then it's just like, you know, you get all those micro bits of data all like lined up and it's fucking beautiful. You just got the CPU usage in order to like utilize the fuck out of that, and it's smooth as butter. Okay, let's just assume that's not the case right now. That's not the case right now. That's a motorcycle. You are at a tricycle and you're looking at a motorcycle. That is way too many fucking steps up. So it's way too many steps up. But this is a step down from where I am. Like, it's asking me to go from riding tricycles, or not, riding a bike with training wheels to going back to the tricycle. In a serious way. In a serious way. Like, it's not like, haha, let's make a funny video of me riding a tricycle. It's more like, nah, bro, you suck at fucking making... You suck at riding with training wheels. Just go back to the tricycle. Or not go back to the tricycle, but you need to do the tricycle because you just have that shitty of balance. It's how I'm perceiving it, but maybe that's not the case. Maybe I just don't like fucking Oscar. Anyway. Fuck Figma. Either way. I fuck Figma. I don't like it. It's not... Okay, like, if there's like a European version or a Chinese version or some sort of version that's not available to the wide public, that's like a beta type of where they're like releasing all these cool features that will be useful in the future and like bolstering their servers in order to accommodate so much more data. Okay, well, that's not what I got. So what, like, I don't give a shit until it's being able to being used practically. I don't give a shit. If I can't utilize it, why should I give a shit? Like, if it's not useful to me, why give a shit? I've already evaluated it. It's a piece of crap. I'm trying to sell a fancy piece of plastic that don't do shit. These are skills. Okay. I don't know if there's even, like... Okay. Let me see. You know what? Yeah, let's just get the fucking Figma out. Let's just get the fucking Figma out and like just let's do this. Because like I'm like pissed right now. I'm pissed, but I'm like really not competitive. It's not competitive. It's just I know the truth, and I don't like being told lies. I know the truth. This is the truth. And they're trying to sell me lies, and it's like I am the truth seeker. I'm going to butt your head. Come at me, bro. Fuck you. Okay. Well, let's finish what I want to give this guy like cuz he went through this whole entire thing of making a video, and he even, look at this, he sectioned it off too. So like, good for him for doing all that. I'm gonna at least support him on this because he's not getting any money from fucking Figma, that's for damn sure. So let's at least give him a like and watch the rest of the video so he can get a view.
Which basically means that
because he ain't getting shit from this.
The bird is animating to a top position.
Like, you even hear it in his voice. He's like, please watch this even though it's a piece of crap. I'm not talking about his work, I'm talking about the program.
And each of these interactions is going to be the same thing.
They paid me for advertisement, so I need to make it sound like it is actually worth something.
Up to this step, the interaction keeps continuing to all these. And now talking about the graph.
It's some sort of affiliate program for this piece of crap Swiss Norwegian motherfucking program.
Part, you don't have gravity in Figma, obviously. So to replicate that interaction, what I'm doing.
Wait, what does Figma not have? Let's listen to this again. What does Figma not have? What does Figma?
To all these, and now talking about the gravity part, you don't have gravity in Figma, obviously.
You don't have gravity in Figma? Oh, so you, like I said, you can't control any sort of physics or some sort of shit that might be useful in creating dynamic actions in the fucking game. You have nothing like that in there? Oh my god! Who would have known? Figma's a piece of shit! This poor guy, he knows. He knows too. He knows. He's just being very polite. Like, more polite than I even, like, he is calling upon all the fucking Hindu gods and all that shit just to, like, fucking do this, like, amazing fucking patience for this shit. I have none.
That interaction, what I'm doing is, so once the bird is in this case, I'm using a delay of 1 millisecond. So as soon as the bird goes up,
frame rate
activated and it goes to
frame rate.
here. So basically,
frame rate.
The bird is going down, and
I know the physical
is going up. So as long as I'm keeping the spacebar pressed, it keeps going up, and once I release it, the delay gets activated, and then it.
Where's the command for that? Where's that shown though? Where's the command shown for that? Oh, it's kind of. Oh, he kind of saved this as at a lower resolution. He probably saved it as a. I don't know which. What's the shittier version of a video file? I know that I think MP4s are okay. Like I have more of an understanding of like static images than video files in terms of like what's more compressed versus not. But whatever it is, he used the he uploaded something lower. I can't see the probably over here. Wonder if I can open that up in something. Just to kind of mess around with it. But like, okay, let's like interactions. There's only a few. I don't even know what the settings would be necessarily marking, but okay, let's just continue.
That is how the fake gravity is going to work. And then moving on to the background, so the bird movement is done, so I just have to place this variant onto the frame, as you can see here. So that will control the bird's movement. I kept it and then you got to control the foreground, which is nothing but the ground here, and then also the background. So the background will move a bit slower and the ground is going to move a bit faster. So as you can see, each of this movement is nothing but an interactive component with a delay. Starting off with this one, this is the background frame, and as you can see, this is a huge image that I just created. So you have all the assets here, so if you want to try it out yourself, make sure that you just download this file and try it out. So I just use that image, as you can see here, this one, and this is a night mode. You can also do that, and I've just duplicated it and created multiple images of it and grouped it completely into one group, which is background, and placed it inside a frame here. So on the second variant, the frame just moves towards the left, so I keep it somewhere on the center. As I told
this is very much for the phone, which was another observation I made, and they denied it. Fucking Oscar.
So after a delay of 1 millisecond, it's basically
He's like, well, it's kind of for like different things. It's like, no, it's fucking made for phone apps, like really cheap phone apps that you could do really quickly.
As a foreground, and as you can see, this is just a long ground that I just duplicated and grouped it into one group here, which is ground. And on the second variant, as you can see, I've just moved it towards the left. So
I'm a little bit interested in how he only has one asset for the pipes. I'm kind of interested in how he duplicates the variety.
You just have to create it. So you have this asset here. You just need to take one like this and duplicate it, and this one just flip it from the top and just place it like this, and just group this one, and you just have to duplicate and place it in different positions, something like this. And that is how I created the pipes here. So if I remove the flip content here, so
that's kind of
these are just obstacles that I placed it in random positions like this, and then all I did is in the second variant I just moved it towards the left, and the animation is pretty much the same. So that is how the animations in these interactive components are going to work. This is the intro screen.
Okay, I'm gonna check. Okay, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Fuck off. Okay, we're gonna open up Figma. Fuck it. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna raid. Okay, I have it open in. Yeah, here we go. So see, frame size. There's all the phone stuff. We do have desktops. We have presentations, PayPal, social media, Figma community. Okay, what's this? Section, slice, frame. Alright. Move, scale. No, we don't have. So assets. Create a component. Correct. Okay, and create component. Okay. Layer. Okay. Each one. Well, the pages. We need to create another layer. Is there a hotkey for this? Because there's no obvious. They're about to react. Just right quickly generate the TypeScript by Pedro Bobal. Click the frame, run the plugin, and copy code. React TypeScript components to your frame and uses your sprites. Oh, is this some sort of wormhole to connect to a file? That does sound useful. Like, I do think this was a good plugin to create. Like, it's basically like GitHub in a little mini version. But I don't wanna. Hi, Joe. Okay, we're using this really fucking retarded program that I fucking hate with a passion to prove a point to what's her face. Dude, what's her face? She's gonna call me, or somebody's gonna call me from this elevator. Like, okay, so Oscar and her are gonna call me, and I'm gonna complain about this coursework and say that Figma is a piece of shit. My vetting process is very extensive for people. Flowcharts in Figma. Okay, let's see what this paper prototyping. I kind of understand that. I understand that somewhat. I don't understand this. Avid to Figma. Most popular series learn. No, it's not. Learn how to develop your player experience in digital form. Figma introduction. Are you talking about FigJam? Workshop flowchart sketches to Figma. You're talking about the FigJam. We're talking about FigJam. I know what the fuck FigJam is. It's basically like, you know. Okay, I'm kind of curious. No, like I'm not gonna be sarcastic or mean, just for a second, because I am interested in the utilization of FigJam and how like you can like how. Yeah, flowchart. You know what? Let's just like fucking copy and paste, because that's basically what it's gonna be. Copy and paste my level design that I've already created. Oh, let's go down to here. Let's do this. Oh, do I have music playing? Wait. Demo. I just uploaded a random thing. No, that's a components for the same thing. Yeah. Okay. Chapter 2, chapter 1. Okay, if we stick to where the demo was originally, I don't know why I'm thinking about it well, because when I look at my project, I think of it seriously. That's why. Like, even if I'm like trying to use it as an example for a stupid program, it's like, okay, let's just try to do it right for a second. Okay, chapter 1 is on Earth, chapter 2 is on Earth. Did I even flesh this out completely? No. Because there's so much. Okay, so I guess we can't say that the demo's there. Like, the demo is gonna have to be on Earth. Like, I don't know what. Let's listen to this. I like this. Not this thing. Not this jazzy stuff. We're gonna listen. Okay. Okay. And we're gonna listen to this. Okay. This is gonna be my theme song for the next couple of hours. So sorry if I like murder this. I fucking love this. I wanna wait. Let's go on. Wait, hold on a second. Let's go to Epidemic Sound, because that's where that's from. My account, which I constantly pay for and then don't pay for. I've had it for several months when I never used it at all and still paid. So if they get me on some copyright bullshit, you got money. You like check the transaction. Check the motherfucking transaction. I paid for that shit. Okay, so we're gonna find. Oh, they have an app now? Oh, nice. A useful craft. Okay, I love John Bjork. I feel like this is gonna. I feel like this is gonna be too pretty for my mood. Like, I don't feel like this is gonna be accurate. I love John Bjork, but we'll listen to it for the point until I find the thing that I'm actually. Oh, this is perfect search music too. I'm looking. Oh no, it's too soft. Oh. Oh my god, I actually love it. Wait, I actually love this. Oh my god. Yes! Wait! Magical! Oh, and the horns. It's warm with the horns. little bit of wood in there. Magical fairiness. I fucking love this. I can't stop loving this. Oh my god. Like, this changes my mood completely. Like, seriously, it changes my whole mood. I'm very happy now. This is like, I'm gonna cry. This is like the perfect sound. I fucking love this. I fucking love John Bjork. He's... One day I'll afford him. Till then, till then, I'm not pirating it. I do play for a subscription. We're just having it for background. If I made anything legit, I'd pay for all the songs. All the songs that are being used. But they're being sampled at this point in time. And well, also I had an idea of collaborating with a more indie group, but then it's like, okay, well, but I love this, so like if you find something that you already really like, then it's probably, I feel like it's very. It's so funny because like this person has like this whole entire course and I don't give a shit, but like I like with this musician I kind of have like a kind of a reverence for it because of how they are able to invoke emotion out of me. I think that's very important. Like if you're able to invoke emotions out of people and like and it creates a mood, like you success, like okay, like Hans Zimmer, I'm kind of comparing him to like it's a completely different vibe. Like Hans Zimmer is very he's very he's like an ant. He's like a wise old tree with blazing leaves or something. Like, oh, I'm basically calling him the burning bush, but that's not what I mean. It's not in like I am God. like it's more of like a deity rather than a god. If that makes any sense, more in that like kind of a essence of nature than the overseer of. It's like I work with the wind. I know the trees, and know the things. Like yeah, so there's like this kind of wisdom coming from it. He seems intelligent in the ways of sound. Same thing with Bjork. But I feel there's a little bit more lighthearted nature somewhere there. Like, not somebody who would play pranks, I wouldn't say that, but maybe say something a little funny, like kind of awkwardly funny, like something in good gesture. Like in good confidence, like kind of like sees people. That's I know, and then that's a lot to take from just like music, because that's not necessarily like it might have been even just in that moment of playing or composing, you know. But this is what I see. I mean, with using those chimes, it's not overdone. There was something about this, like this one indie musician that I was listening to, the composer, they overdid that, like, I don't know if they were purposely trying to make it kind of corny sounding, or if that was like negligence. I'm not sure. But either way, it wasn't something I necessarily vibed with. But that was that project. I don't care. Like, you know, it's like he was working with a group of people who probably had their own ideas of stuff, and compromises were probably made and stuff like that. But on his personal work, it's like you actually see what he actually feels and thinks and does, and it was beautiful. And it's kind of like this. I love this. Look at this. Nice. Magical. The forest. Well, it's a craft according to him, but... Okay. Alright, I am completely... Let's go back to this. We don't have to focus on that, like... I got so enthralled with this and I lost all sense of... No sound. Okay, so... Alright, let's go John Bjork. Let's just listen. Do it. But like, let's like go over his whole entire, what is it? I want to say typography, but I don't think that's what it's called. Discography? Yeah. Whatever. All of the musics. Nice. Okay.
Validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm hearing tall order. You may be waiting for something. It seems like something
tall order, maybe
happened yet.
Well, lots of things are
completely roll out. Starting again. With the King of Wands.
Huh?
I'm hearing accrual rate.
Accrual rate?
I'm seeing a very, very big focus on your solar plexus energy.
Okay, be right back. I need more coffee.
Going about reaching out to someone, sending a message. Remember, energies can be reversed. King of Wands. Deciding to send a message, to reach out to someone. This would be okay. We're gonna stick with one narrative so as to not make this confusing. It may be reversed for you, so if it is reversed, just flip everything. Okay. So I'm going to be in a spot where you were like, I'm taking this upon myself. I know this needs to get done. I'm about to send a message to this person. I'm gonna reach out to this person. I'm hearing get it, got it, done. So it seems like you're ready for doing whatever this is, sending this message, reaching out. I'm seeing something that you've thought a lot about, like, how do we want to talk to this person? What do we want to say in the message? What is this going to consist of? And it seems like getting to this point feels like a big completion for you, even to get to a point where you're ready to do something, where you're ready to send the message, ready to reach out. There's a focus here on fire energy, maybe leaning more into like the cardinal energy within your chart, fire within your chart to get this done. Remember, all of us have fire in our charts. Focus on Mars. Taking action. To have the Hermit on the bottom of the deck, you may have not really let anyone know that you were going to do this. This person may have no idea that you were going to do this. Like, you may not be in a place where you're actively talking to them, or you're just coming out with this and maybe they're not expecting you to, because they may not have been possibly hearing from you to have the Hermit. The Hermit's kind of like when you go into a mode of sort of tucking yourself away, we can say, where you may have been like socializing less or reaching out to people less, things along those lines. But now there's a focus on like you actually putting yourself out there in some way and like bringing a particular message to someone. This is something that would feel heartfelt in some way. Earnest.
Okay. Oh my god, this song is so pretty. So beautiful. Wait, is it John York?
You understood that
the bridge. God, it's beautiful and favorite.
You were meant to be interesting.
Okay, if I get 10 songs that I like, then I'll redo the subscription.
To have the
But
Queen of
this
Cups
one's
on
just
the deck and also the Magician popping out, this means that you may be into developing an emotional connection with someone or something where you get along. Like the Queen of Cups can be relating over things that feel very dreamy, like imagination, and it can be music and also just like ethereal things in general, and like a fantasy space too. This would be somebody that you feel like you share common interests that may even feel like less obvious to you, but it's something that feels very much like it's felt. Like, I feel like I have an understanding of this person. It would feel like I'm hearing fresh air. This person may understand you, or you may feel like you understand this person on with the Queen of Cups. So there's definitely something energetically and emotionally charged that's coming out behind this, out from underneath. And I'm seeing you be in a space where you're like, if I want this to happen, I understand my responsibility here. Like, I'm the one that needs to do something. To have Saturn and Mercury together, this is kind of like using your voice, using your communication skills in a constructive way, especially having it be related to the King of Wands here and also the Knight of Cups. It's like, in order to send that message out, and I mean, for some of you, this may be a message generally that you're sending, you know? Like, you could have a platform where you're...
Oh yeah, here's an argument. I mean, like, this is probably not the best argument, but what's the difference between Adobe XD and Figma?
So yeah, you could be like creating something. For some of you, creating sound is what I'm hearing.
Let's go on a...
I'm seeing you have like very big hopes and dreams for the way that this goes. To have the Ten of Pentacles here, this feels like you being the Magician and the Ten of Pentacles, you're prepared to build what this is that you want to be building. Even feeling like you have what it takes, you have what you need to be able to create this thing that you want. And it probably has a physical translation for you, because Pentacles are generally a physical manifestation that you see. Let's go back to, if this is not just to a specific person, if this is more of like you speaking from a platform, there may be like finances and or resources that are involved within this. Like, you may be making money doing this.
Huh. Okay, I need to get rid of this.
King of Wands also speaks about being like creative and original and all.
Okay, sorry, Gabrielle.
Well. Also,
yeah.
You have the sun here going under the King of Wands.
I feel inclined to work on this.
To do with a partnership too, or or somebody.
This is basically Sansa dying inside.
So this message that you're sending, this is like an expression of self, is how it's translating.
Aww.
So you would feel like you're allowing yourself to be seen through this message that
you're sending. Empathizing with the Indian dude earlier who was using Figma, the capacity of my computer to handle. Well, I guess it's because they're raster images, right? If they were vector, you can technically have more data on the thing. But I could also just hire somebody to convert all the things into something because it's like, who has the time?
I'm hearing, do you want to get coffee together? Yeah, maybe you're like asking somebody out on a date. Doesn't have to be romantic, can be platonic, but there's definitely a focus here on you connecting with somebody and spending time with them.
Okay.
In a way that feels happy, because the Three of Cups too, it can be like connecting with a friend where you guys get to talk about things that you care about, or you're sharing like this thing that's really important to you. It can be anybody within your life, anyone that you're hanging out with that you feel like gives you some sort of like emotional support, or they're interested in what you're doing. There's somebody that you feel like gets you. That's the point of the Three of Cups. It's to feel like held and seen within a space that feels very mutual, and it feels nice because of that. Like you're understood by this person, and that you to have the Sun and also the King of Wands here. You feel like you are seen for who you are within this space. Like you feel like this person understands you. You feel like you can speak openly with this person as well. You feel like you get to express yourself, and like you don't need to shy away or hide away. You can be like really honest about who you are, and that this person like loves that, and that's also what they connect with too. So this is a very like beautiful like mutually receptive space that you
shit.
with this person in your relationship with this person. There's a lot of truth here within that.
I thought I just closed this.
This is so sweet.
Okay. Look at this. I mean, you could always like fix it, but
or even have gone through a lot of ups and downs. Like your relationship.
Saw the line on its own layer.
Different with this person than it had in the past.
It's all in one layer. Wait.
Like there may be a lot of evolving that this relationship has gone through as well. You may be talking to them also about a big change that you're going through. Yes. Yeah, there may be something that you're doing.
Okay, hold on a second.
That's happening that you want to talk to this person about. I don't know if it's just like your life and you wanting to share that with this person, or if it's going to like actually involve your relationship with them. Could be either. Yeah, when you see this person, something may feel different, or that it's like growing or changing within your relationship with them. There's something like directionally that's shifting. To have the Death card and also the Wheel of Fortune, the Death card will represent some sort of change that is being undergone with your relationship with this person. And with Jupiter means an expansion of some sort. So something is growing, something is evolving, there's a development here. Even of where things could go, like, hey, like maybe our relationship is going to change in this way or in that way, or like I really like spending time with you like this. Maybe we could like go in this direction together, something like that. So maybe it does involve your relationship with this person. You may also feel like more calm and more in control emotionally too. With the King of Cups, it definitely seems like emotions are involved, but because of where you're coming from and how you feel solid within your personal life, you're also going to be able to show up solidly with this person. It looks like there's an emphasis on the Sun, there's an emphasis on Mercury, on Scorpio, Saturn, and also Jupiter. I am seeing two masculine energies here. Feels worth pointing out. Remember, we all have feminine, we all have masculine. Just maybe the way that you're presenting currently and this other person. Now, I'm seeing the Ten of Swords, which generally speaks about an ending, but the Hanged Man is coming out after it, so this may be an ending that is different than what you initially think that it is. Like, with the Hanged Man, like, usually when I see that come through in a reading, it means, like, don't take this at face value. This may actually mean something differently than you think it's going to be. It's kind of like when you, like, wish on a genie and you ask them for something and you think you're asking for one thing and then another thing ends up popping up. It's kind of like that to have the Hanged Man. Especially after something that looks like, oh, the Ten of Swords, that's clearly an ending that I'm having with someone. It's like, it may actually just be something differently. There may be something there could be like an element of the relationship that's going to end that was unnecessary and that like wasn't allowing you to grow further. It doesn't need to mean like a whole relationship, or there could be something that's ending within your life that has nothing to do with this. But there is something here that's coming to an end, which you are going to feel like an alleviation afterwards, because this is something that you may have been dragging behind you that you don't need to be dragging behind you anymore. Something that you can let go of. And you even seeing things from like alternate perspectives is going to assist you as well. So like looking into this and then zooming out from it and wanting to understand it will absolutely be beneficial. Looking at Aquarius, I'm seeing something that you're waiting on. So it does look like there is some sort of ending that may have felt like painful as you were moving through it. So this can be like anything in your life that you've experienced that like when it was happening, even now still, you could be seeing it in a way where like that wasn't supposed to happen. Any space of you feeling like not in total reception and acceptance of this experience. So I'm seeing that there is a perspective that is going to be evolving and sprouting from this situation that has happened that allows you actually to heal through whatever pain this was of something that no longer is anymore. And I'm seeing that these are the seeds that you're planting, meaning you're investing in like your healing and your growth currently, and being able to pivot and shift your perspective is going to be a very big part of this. It's going to kind of like open you up to what is meant to be growing through this. There may be also, too, a part of this that you feel very excited about moving forward with. However, I'm seeing you kind of be... It's like, rather than all of the passion and inspiration being able to be, like, let out immediately, like, rather than it gushing out in an uncontrolled way, I'm seeing there be something that's kind of, moderating it. So yeah, you may be like really excited and want to go in a particular direction, but I'm seeing like this particular space of like healing and you being on your path needs to be happening simultaneously, and that's why you can't go too quickly with something. It's kind of why like the universe is stopping something, because it needs to parallel your path. I hope that makes sense. There may be something that like passionately you want to go after or you want to go towards, and you can't move faster than like your healing path is happening. And it's not just your healing path. I kind of use that as like an umbrella term. It's like you being in alignment with your purpose and you being connected with your visions and following what feels authentic to you and like living out your blueprint, things like this. So like there's something very important here that you're getting connected with, that you're focusing on with, which an ending is important to this, because it kind of seems like your perception of this ending is going to be evolving and changing into like an enlightened perspective. And because that's happening, there's also something that you're stepping in line with in relation to your path. And there's also something maybe outside of yourself that you feel attracted to or passionately about that you want to move towards. However, instead of being able to get there in a day, you're going to have to take 10 days to get there. So it can be like someone or something that you want to go after, and like you can't go all in at once. You have to take your time. Because it needs to be simpatico with this part of your journey is what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's about something about investing in an offer that you want to make. But again, this has to wait. Something cannot happen yet. Something is developing with you that's part of your plan that needs to develop further before this offer can be made, is what I'm seeing. But I'm seeing you be in a spot where you're really thinking about this, and it's something that you feel is part of your path. So yeah, you could be getting to a point where you're thinking about like proposing something or offering something to another person, or like making a gesture towards another person. But it's something that, yeah, you have to wait. What it kind of looks like is that something may have ended and you don't want to, in time, whether this event happened yesterday or 5 years ago, energetically, you may still be very close to the ending of something and still have feelings around that are not fully accepting of that situation. So, as you get to a point where you're understanding why that needed to come to an end, and you're letting go of anything that is not acceptance and love about this situation, as you are moving through this, you're stepping more and more into your energy. I'm getting something about chicken noodle soup here. You're stepping more and more into your energy and feeling more connected with yourself and feeling like, I feel like I'm in alignment. I'm not like having so many questions right now. I feel like I know what I'm doing. I feel like I know where I am, why that happened back there in that way that it did, and also what I'm supposed to be doing now. So there's like more clarity that you feel about like even your purpose, we can chalk it up to. And something now that, because you feel in alignment, even with like the visions that you have and like places that you see yourself in all of this, like what you see for your future and what you want to be investing in. Now, there's something that you are planting the seeds for, and it is going to lead to you making an offer or a gesture or proposing something. Whether this be in a general sense or to somebody specifically, I'm seeing this be in mind here. You want to make sure that what you're investing in is coming from a conscious space rather than a shadow space. Like, you want to make sure that you're doing things for the right reasons and like really check your intention space. Like, what is my purpose for wanting to do this or wanting to invest in this? And like, am I setting myself up to just like have to go through another cycle where there's something that I need to learn or understand about my shadow?
I am drawing, where, like, my I guess, a logo?
In this situation,
I don't know.
And I feel
a
like
sigil.
really conscious of what this is that I'm doing, and I really
do you want it?
With myself and I'm very clear on what this is all about. Okay, so to go over the signs again, I'm looking at Saturn, Mercury, the Sun, Scorpio, Jupiter, Neptune, and Aquarius. Yeah, you may have gone through some sort of ending. Some ending.
Oh no, I didn't want to use that one.
An ending with someone. Interesting. There's something about understanding your responsibility within a situation or your role, the role that you played within a situation, the power that you had within a situation, and also the power that you have now, especially in expressing yourself, how effective you are. I'm seeing something about an ending, so it seems like you had a relationship with somebody in the past that has since come to an end, and I am seeing something about a message about reconciling, but it may be different than you think that it is. So, like, what you initially think this is, it may end up being something a bit different. I'm seeing that you're going to be completing a lesson. I'm seeing a very, very big shift, a very big change that you're going through. Feeling very in alignment with your purpose, feeling like you are growing and connecting.
I like that better.
I'm feeling like there's more clarity surrounding that. And I'm also seeing you be in a space where you're manifesting and building and wanting to expand as part of what you're creating with the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. It feels kind of like what you set your mind to be doing, like because you're in your power, because you're in your element, because you're on your path and in alignment, what it is that you're manifesting is going to like really be able to grow and expand from there because of like how much power you have.
Looks truthful, I'm not gonna lie. Thank you.
When we're living in our light,
that's a game you're working on going. It's currently on a hiatus until funding goes through. So, I am, but I am going to be talking to, like, I might be entering some sort of, not me mentoring, but like being taught more. And so you I don't want to say game strategies, it's not game strategies, but like basically there's this course for UI, UX, design and stuff like that. But the course is utilizing Figma, which is kind of annoying for me, but
and so
because the way that you make sprites with that would be, this wouldn't be bad.
What you feel like you're meant to be doing and all of that stuff, because it's not just about it's about like why you feel like you're here and what.
I guess I'd have to think about it. Like how would I convert everything that I'm doing to Figma rather than the programs that I'm using now? Let's see.
So because of that, you're in a place where you're very, very powerful when it comes to what you're manifesting and what you can expand from there because of being in alignment. So I'm seeing something that you're investing in, and I'm seeing a ton of pentacles pop up because of this. So this means that whatever goal this is that you have,
make
workflow, what you're manifesting, you are going to be seeing this materialize. You just have to get this time to happen because this is an investment that you're making. And it's like more than anything an investment
workflow triggers
that you are making
what else?
For yourself and also for your life. And I am seeing something that like physically materializes in relation to this. And then
okay, hold on a second. We're gonna go.
Where you feel very grounded and very together, and it looks like there's some sort of like offer or proposal. It even seems like
we're gonna keep
you have
this. I like what I did.
It's kind of like you gathering things, correcting, connecting things within your life that you wanted.
It's not a commission.
And when you have this stability that you have been building towards, where you're like, I
do
this
all
for
seeing
myself.
I
feel like I've done this independently. I have really been able to like mix and manage and balance my masculine and my feminine energy, where I feel like
do you know what kind of cool is like make it kind of like a smoke?
I can
and then like have like an incense pot right here.
Or anyone else, because I've developed this for myself. I now feel like I can make this offer to this person, or propose this to this person, or include this other person now in what I'm doing. And because you have that sense of balance, it allows you to have independence when it comes to who it is you're interacting with and connecting with, and you can connect deeper because of how you've connected deeper with yourself, more deeply. So it gives you the opportunity to connect in a way that maybe you've never been able to connect before, because of how far inside you've gone. And it seems even like you have something that you want to share, you have something that you want to give now, and you feel very grounded. And so I'm seeing you be ready to then
just
do this thing that is going to like bring even more stability
timer.
into your life.
Why is there a timer?
Because you feel like a rock and so solid.
Okay.
You feel like now you can reach out to that person
Nectar,
and do that thing,
action,
and it's not going to it's not going to rock the boat.
Is this?
Because you feel very steady and stable, and so you kind of feel like, because you have developed that homeostasis, you can then like introduce what you want into your life and have that become just an extension of the homeostasis.
Google Cloud diagram.
Interesting. All right, my friends, we're going
Team
to be
stand
here.
up.
I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.
No, none of this. What? Everything's on fucking Mila now. Anyway. Okay, well, yeah, the whole entire question is how to convert everything. Or to convert to Figma. Okay. I'm hungry. I'm thinking of ordering Carl's Jr. or something.
Everybody's doing well. My name is Gabriella.
I don't even have time. Like, I'm not gonna cook.
Before we get started,
Make anything for breakfast? I can't remember.
To be a space where everyone allows themselves.
Well, I'm gonna order Carl's Jr. So I am not going to have my browser showing, just so you guys don't know how fat I am. So
I'm seeing something going on where you may feel a little bit suspicious about something, or like you don't trust something that's going on, and you may be trying to figure out, like, is this just me, or is this situation? A relationship? We're starting off with the Four of Wands here. You may be curious about this, you may be learning about this, getting into it. There's a sense of feeling bothered or upset about a relationship, feeling heartbroken over something, also feeling like, for some of you, you feel... For some of you, this really has affected your self-esteem, is what I'm seeing. There's something going on here where you, like, even feel upset about things that you can't even change, and maybe something was going on with someone where you felt like, I don't know, who you were, or even like you at your best could not like do anything for this or to save this, whatever this is. There's a sense of feeling heartbroken. Now, for some of you, there could have been like another person that was involved in this also that you feel upset about, because I am seeing another energy, but I see more than anything, as much as this can be like another person, like let's break it down in a simple way. For example, you have a connection with somebody and then you find out that like somebody else is involved in some capacity, feeling upset about that and being like, am I not good enough? Like, do I not look good enough? Am I not confident enough? Whatever this is. So like, as much as this, there can also be another person that's kind of included in this. I'm seeing that when we take it all back to like the ground, to the basis, to the catalyst of this, it's about like your relationship with yourself, how you're perceiving yourself, your sensuality, your confidence, you feeling like you're good enough, your self-esteem, your self-worth, stuff like that. There's also something about feeling like there was some sort of issue with you expressing yourself. I'm seeing you take a break from whatever this is. I'm hearing image. For some of you, I will say this too, you may not be in a relationship. This can be you thinking about a relationship or thinking about relationships in general and feeling like you're not in a space where you want to be. And I don't know if this is like just about physicality or this can be about, I don't know, where you are in your career, like whatever this is, it's about feeling like there's something that you don't feel like is right yet or you don't feel square with when it comes to like you entering into a relationship. And then I'm seeing you take a break from something because it feels very stressful. Something feels very overwhelming. And this can even be you like setting a really high standard for yourself as well. There's a sense of you just feeling stressed out about relationships in general. But yeah, for some of you, you were in a relationship with somebody and you feel like it really affected your confidence. Even like your self-image, stuff like that. Even for some of you too, this can be a matter of, even in like the most simple of senses, feeling like this affected how you see yourself in relation to like you being attractive enough or not, or like maybe even in general. It doesn't just have to be like this. This can be things about like your creativity and stuff as well. We're reflecting on relationships in general. So yeah, this can be past, present. Because it doesn't just seem like one relationship, it seems like a whole bunch. Now, I'm seeing that you have been kind of mulling something over. I'm seeing there be an opportunity that you've been thinking about. Other people may not know about this. It's maybe something that you've been kind of keeping to yourself. But an opportunity is coming to fruition is what I'm seeing. I'm hearing strike up an old road. That is not a saying I've ever heard before, but that's what's coming through. Yeah, the seeds have been planted. An opportunity is coming to fruition. For some of you, you manifested this. For some of you subconsciously, not all of you. For some of you, this is like, I'm seeing you doing something in the astral realm. So I don't know if this was like a subconscious thing, you were sleeping, you were daydreaming, but there's something about you being in an altered state of consciousness when you planted the seeds to manifest this. And an altered state of consciousness can be so many different things. could have been like practicing a mantra, could have been meditating on this, repeating this, whatever this is that you were doing. There's a sense of envisioning something, and I'm seeing you be in a space where there's like a lot of concentrated energy that's connected with this. Seeing you like in astral planting seeds in the garden that are going to like manifest, that you're going to see materialize in 3D. It may also be revealed to you what you need to do in order to take action to connect with this. You are going to be taking action yet, but you're not being called to take action yet. But your guides are kind of preparing you, is what it seems like. They're saying like, hey, the thing has not arrived yet. The mail has not arrived yet, so it's not on the doorstep. So like, don't go out there and look for it, but it will be arriving soon. So just get ready, get prepared, because action is going to be needed on your part. Okay, I will say this too. Don't shoot the messenger. I will say this too. Pretty much all of the readings that we've been doing within the last week, like as for the retro season, there have been a lot of things that are coming up from the past, and as this is like an homage to the past in the beginning about like past relationships and how you feel like your confidence was affected and how you feel like what you're rating your attractiveness scale in relation to like the people that you're connecting with and all of this stuff, or like how prepared you feel, how ready you feel to express yourself and be yourself in yeah, I'm seeing this be a focus on when you feel like most confident in your energy, like I'm fully in acceptance of like me and who I am and my energy that I'm putting out there and the people that I'm connecting with, and I'm not worried about how other people are like seeing me or judging me. I'm just here to be myself, and I'm here to show up in that way because I know when I'm most connected with myself and doing what I feel like is right for me, that's when I'm my most beautiful, my most attractive, like whatever you deem your allure as. And so there may have been a relationship in the past, specifically, I don't know how many, for some of you this could be one, could be more than one, that you feel like impacted you in a way where you did not get to express yourself in the way where you feel like you could fully express yourself. There may have been like bits and pieces, of course, that like poked through, that were shining through, but you may have felt like you weren't like all together in a way where you were wholly expressive. And like, let's rewind back to where I was going. A lot of these readings have been about like people from the past. For some of you, somebody that may have been a trigger in the past for this thing that happened, you may be reconnecting with this person. Something that you wanted to manifest is here. Something that you wanted to manifest. You did this, whatever this is. You may have also figured out what it was that had you feeling so upset before.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, it's on.
Because there's focus on the relationship on one hand, and then I'm seeing you.
I just drink coffee black. That's disgusting. That's for only people who hate themselves.
Impacted in a way where there's not a sense of like acceptance and peace that's connected with this. Or feel like still looking back at something and being like, oh, that's so cringy. Like, whatever this is for you, there's a sense of you feeling that way. And then I'm seeing it, yeah, a relationship connected with you as an individual and how you're showing up, how you're expressing yourself.
Wait. Did I just get those? Did I get them back?
Maybe you feel like you didn't show this person the best side of you, and maybe that's what this is about too for some of you.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I got like almost the exact same amount back. Okay.
Because you could have been in a place where like you weren't really comfortable.
Okay.
And so you feel like
the next thing on my to-do list is change the background. I don't know if I want to open up any programs that require that though.
Keep getting imagery of the Queen of Wands being like a
well,
picture
let's
that you have of, you know how people will have.
You know what? I'm going to end the stream because the next thing on my to-do list it will require more of my CPU usage, and I just like completely honest, I can't stream and work on that at the same time. It's just not practical. So anyway, take care, be good, bye bye.